Never seen such a smart monkey, Jesse. On the day of birth, you can drink milk alone. 1-year-old can calculate the world-class puzzle that 1 + 1 = 3. 2-year-old can use sign language to speak 8 languages. Smarter by age 3. Whether it is an intellectual game or drawing and playing chess, all have made Jesse play very smoothly. This time, Jesse's IQ has completely surpassed that of children under the age of 15. Jesse also has moments of wimp. This day, I saw the neighbor's children riding bicycles. Jesse also wants to try, so I sneaked to the neighbor's house, find the kid's bike. Unexpectedly, it was discovered by Amy from the neighbor's house after Amy's father Alan found out. Take a big stick and teach Jesse a lesson. In an emergency, Arthur, Jesse's owner, arrived, rescued Jesse, but after returning home, Jesse's leg was still injured. Arthur took it to the hospital to stitch up the wound. See, Dr. Anna is pretty. Jesse had an idea instantly. This operation stunned Anna. In this way, with the tacit cooperation of one person and one monkey, Anna still agreed. At last, they went to play in the woods together. This time, Jessie also completely let herself go, happy like a monkey. In this way, Jessie successfully grew up to 5 years old. One day, Jessie found Angus being bullied by Alan from the window. With one jump, Alan was knocked down, and when he got up, he was beaten. Fortunately, a car came. Only then did Alan find the right opportunity to escape, but Jessie obviously won't let him go, directly blocking his way. Jessie kicked Alan. At this time, Alan was already terrified. Just keep your eyes closed and run forward. But obviously, he's not as fast as Jessie. He was directly knocked to the ground. It grabbed Alan's finger and bit down. Fortunately, Angus stopped Jessie in time, but Alan still called the police. In the end, Jessie was arrested and sent to the animal detention center. Just like that, Jessie's nightmare is about to begin. This 2-year-old orangutan has been in captivity for 10 years, and the guard Peter not only made fun of them with electric batons and feed it bad food. This made Jessie obviously unable to bear it, throwing all the food back in Peter's face. Jessie started laughing. Peter got angry instantly. Peter picked up the water gun and hit Jessie. And this completely angered Jessie, and the idea of jailbreak came up. Jessie climbed to a commanding height during the time of letting the wind go, observe all the terrain, then deliberately seduce Peter to come to the front, take the opportunity to grab him. In this way, Jessie successfully stole a pocket knife from Peter. In the evening, Jessie made a simple lock-picking tool with a knife, soon opened the door, successfully escaped from the cage. Then Jessie went to find the gorilla Bob inside, not only let Bob out, and let Bob become his teammate, then released a little orangutan named Messi. Messi was knocked to the ground by Jessie as soon as he went out. Messi gets up and prepares for a fight with Jessie. Seeing Bob on the side, Messi was scared instantly. Messi can only bow his head to Jessie. Jessie brought a pack of biscuits, asked Messi to distribute the cookies to all the orangutans. For orangutans who eat junk food every day, this is simply delicious. This time, Jessie is already a godlike existence among orangutans. During the day, Jessie finds an orangutan. Carter talked about the idea of taking the orangutan to escape. Carter looked at these orangutans. It means that the orangutan is too stupid to complete it at all, but Jessie obviously won't give up. New ideas soon appear. Jessie secretly remembers the door code. At night, start to act and use the code to open the cell door. Then, according to the good terrain observed in advance, Jessie came to the top floor of the building, find the switch and open the top window. In this way, Jessie escaped successfully. Then Jessie went back to Arthur's house. Find the can that can make the orangutan smart. Jessie came to the orangutan detention center. After piercing the can with a knife, the beneficial gas instantly filled the entire detention center. All orangutans absorbed. The orangutan fully awakened the next day. Become a group of organized and disciplined orangutans. And Jessie's jailbreak plan officially started. Jessie deliberately didn't enter the cage at night. Lure Peter out. Jessie wants to overthrow this place in front of all orangutans. And Peter obviously doesn't know the situation yet. Peter attacks Jessie with an electric baton. Peter hasn't poked a few times yet. Jessie grabs Peter's wrist. Then Jessie started talking. Scared everyone, and Jessie knocked Peter out with a slap. Raised the electric baton and started yelling. Finally, Jessie put Peter in the cage. Then all the orangutans were released. Another guard, Charlie, came in and saw this scene. Just about to run away. When he was dragged down, he was beaten up. Fortunately, Jessie stopped them in time. Then Charlie was locked up, but at this moment, Peter woke up again. He picked up the electric baton on the ground and wanted to attack the orangutans. Jessie successfully escaped with all the orangutans. Finally, Jesse split the team into two groups. A group of orangutans came to the lab, destroy the machines inside. Soon, the orangutans inside were rescued. T this time, another group of orangutans came to the zoo. Bob knocked down the fence. All the orangutans inside were also rescued. T last, the orangutans gathered together, planned to escape the city. T this time, an orangutan accidentally caught by the police. But for a second, the police were stunned, and the orangutan was rescued successfully. Then the orangutans continued on their way. At this time, the police also dispatched a police car to stop them. Seeing this, Bob and Carter stood up immediately, and each of them picked up a manhole cover and a hammer. Carter picked up the manhole cover on the ground and threw it at the police car. Bob was also unambiguous, and he went up with a mallet, and the police car was directly scrapped. In the end, Jesse moved on with the orangutan army. Jesse's goal is the Golden Gate Bridge. As long as the orangutans cross the bridge, the orangutan can return to the forest, but the police set up an ambush at the bridgehead to stop the orangutan. This time, Jesse suddenly stopped. Jesse let out a roar. The orangutan army stopped advancing. Jesse senses the danger behind the fog. The policeman behind the orangutan also chased after him. Jesse immediately divided the army into three groups. A group of orangutans quickly climbed to the top of the bridge along the rope. Another group of orangutans jumped directly under the bridge led by Carter, advanced from the bottom. This time, the police behind began to charge. The orangutans who were beaten suffered heavy casualties. Seeing this, Jesse immediately led the team to fight. Bob was also unambiguous, so he rushed up. After a few strokes, the policeman was dragged off his horse. The police are going to be killed. Jesse stopped Bob just in time. Bob can only vent his emotions by roaring. Meanwhile, the group of orangutans above had just climbed to the top of the bridge. The group of orangutans were spotted by snipers from a helicopter. The officer immediately gave the order to shoot directly, beat a gorilla down. This scene happened to be seen by Carter under the bridge. The angry orangutan started to move more quickly. Not long after, all three armies were in place. Jesse immediately waved her hand. The gorilla behind him attacked instantly against a big truck. The gorilla overturns the truck. Orangutans use trucks as shields, pushing the truck forward. The cops saw it and shot it. Shooting is of no use at all. Just when the police were in a daze, a figure suddenly appeared in the mist. With Jesse's roar, the orangutans in the air are the first to attack. The orangutan beat the police by surprise. The underground army led by Carter is also unambiguous. Jumping out is a crazy output. This time, the army of orangutans on the bridge rushed over, quickly joined the fight. In this way, under the direction of Jesse, the police were quickly beaten and fled in a hurry. But just when the orangutans thought they had won, suddenly a helicopter flew up, shoot wildly at the gorillas. Jesse took a look at the terrain, quickly figured out a way. Jesse first came to the car and found an iron chain, then braving the hail of bullets. The iron chain was spun crazily. Immediately afterwards, a strong iron chain came out of his hand. The machine gunner was brought down instantly, but then the pistolman appeared again. Saw Jesse being bullied, Bob rushed up and pushed Jesse aside. Then, facing the hail of bullets, Bob jumped into the helicopter. Under the impact of Bob, the helicopter quickly lost control. Finally, Jesse rescued Bob, also won the final victory, go back to the woods and live the life that originally belonged to them. 10 years later, Arthur came to the forest to find Jesse and want to bring Jesse home. Jesse looked at the orangutan behind her, then put his arms around Arthur. Arthur learned that Jesse has such lofty ideals. In the end, you can only give up. At the end of the story, Jesse returns to the orangutans.